Hi guys, and welcome to another video. This is a three-part video series that I'm airing today on Saturday, and it's called Saturday Strip Day or Saturday Strip Down. So we are working with those strips or scraps of paper you have left after making different cards. You know, you make a layer so you have a strip left. You cut a 3x4 piece of cardstock so you have a layer left. So this is inspired by Kylie and Bruno. They are demonstrators over in Australia, maybe New Zealand, I don't know. They have the best accents in the world. Anyway, so they were using up their strips. Well, they were doing a 10-minute challenge, I believe. But I'm going to use this for the sake of the strip cards. So I have my stack here. And I use, these are just, they're called Story cosmetic containers. And I just put different widths, not lengths, widths in here. So for today, for the strip card, I'm going to be using these bigger strips, wider strips. Let's see, and I'm going to make them longer. And I usually have them in here kind of from front to back, but it's kind of messy. And by the end of the day, I hope to have this all, that's about the same width. I hope to have them mostly cleaned out. Okay, so here we have these. And they're kind of a good color scheme. Let me lay them out here. I think I'm going to use those. I think I'm going to be using those. I kind of like that because that kind of breaks that up. I think I'm going to be going like that. Okay. So here we are, and we're going to double check to see how this is a little over an inch. Oh, I keep bending that there. This is an inch. It looks like this was part of a scoring card. This is an inch. And this is a little over an inch. So I'm going to cut these two down to be an inch wide. Let me grab my cutter. Because of course I didn't have that with me. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's make this an inch wide. Now here's another strip for that very bottom tray. I know you're saying, really, Roxy? Really? But we'll see. All right. So there's that. And then I'm going to cut that down by 4 1/4 because I want to go the whole width of the card. All right. This one was already at an inch. Oh, no, this one was a little over an inch too. So let's go ahead and get that down to the 1 inch. Is that, oh, that's a little off. Let me see. There's the flat side. I was going to say, I didn't know why it wasn't holding on here correctly. So let's go ahead and get that down to an inch. And do that 4 1/4. This one, we're going to have to see if I can find a 4 1/4. That's going to have a little bit of an end on it, because I think all of them have the score marks. I think this is when I was making those winter fold cards. So I'm going to look through here really quick just to make sure I don't have another one maybe that's not scored. That's close enough. I'm going to use this one. Oh, this one's under. Nope, I'll go ahead and use this one, even though it has the score lines in it. And we'll just act like we don't see that score line. How about that? We'll put something over it. And this one is also already at an inch. And we're going to do that at 4 1/4. Okay, so here's my colors. What I like doing is I'll take a piece of Whisper White, not Whisper White, gosh, I was forcing myself not to say that today. All right, a piece of basic white. And you know what the thing is? I found 2 packs of Whisper White in my craft room. 2 unopened packs. So I'm not going to open them yet. I'm just going to buy another. I have one full basic white left. So once I open that, I will then order some more basic white. But yeah, I found 2 packages of Whisper White. All right, so I'm going to cut this 4 1/4 by 11. I know the cutter is off, but you can't see the whole thing, but it's there. And we're going to score at 5 1/2. All right, let's put this over here for now. Take out one of my many bone folders. Make sure, because on this I don't want to leave any room for error. So make sure they're butted up there and there so that I can, so that's over, that's there. So that way I can get that right down the middle. And see, it wasn't scored. Great. All right, now it's all lined up. I need to take these pieces off of here. I need to do some cleaning. Okay. So now I can do this one of 2 ways. I can have it go all the way across, like I did here. Or I could cut it down even more and have it here. Or I could even do what's considered a cascading. So I can make this 4 1/4, the next one like maybe 4, then 3 3/4. I'm going to leave this right at 4 1/4. So let me go ahead, and I did finally put new Stampin' Seal in my second holder. So we'll see how well this works. All right, what I like doing, I want to make sure I cover that up. I'm going to flip it over. I leave however much I want to at the top, and we're going to trim off. Let me bring this. And this is why I have so much adhesive on here. I like having that straight edge. So that's right up against the edge, and I'll trim off anything that's not there. Okay. I'm going to put this one down further because I'm going to have that. I think I'm going to do it like that. All right. So then I also like doing my bottom one. And I will get whatever margin I want left at the bottom. And then these 2, I will just go kind of halfway in the middle. And then the last piece here. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab my snips. I put them back over here. Because remember, I kept looking for them when they were over there. So I'm going to put them here. I have them back where they always were. And there's just a little bit that's over the edge on those 2. All right. So let's put them back in my little rolly thing. All right. Now, for this one, we're going to use the Snowman Magic. And we're going to be using this frame. I love this frame. So I've already taken a piece of basic white cardstock and put the adhesive sheet on it. So this is the adhesive sheet, and I'm going to run this through. Hopefully I can run it through the baby. I might have to, let me see. I think it's too wide for the baby. It is. It's just a little too wide. If I cut it down, because it has to be less than 3 1/2. I will cut this down to that 3 1/2, just so, and I'm going to trim a little bit off on each side before I get to the adhesive, just so I'm not, I hate wasting adhesive. I know. Look, more strips. All right. You may or may not see these strips used on a card later, because I'm not sure in what order I'm going to release the 3 videos. But you're going to see 3 different videos today. 3 different videos, and they're all going to be using strips in one way or another. All right, so let me see on this, if this one I'll go through. If it's, yes, it will. Okay, so now I can use the baby. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to, you put it white side up. We're going to run it through. Let me get my 1 and 2 2s for the baby, for the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. All right, so let's go ahead. I want to make sure that that's within here. I'm going to center this because that little adhesive is not going to make any difference. strip-wise. So let's just go ahead and put it right in the middle there. We're going to run it through. Oh, did I not? Oh, I didn't have them lined up there. Did you see that? And it's going to be a little bit hard when you first put it through because I put it so close to the end. And you have that little layer of adhesive on there. It's not a lot. And if you think your handle is not going to take the tension, don't push it through. Grab the big one. But the little one, it will work. But remember, there's a lot of area we're cutting out here too. Look at all that area we're cutting out. All right, so let's go ahead. So you can use this inside piece later on to do some shapes because it already has that adhesive on the back. Oh, just a little bit. You just have to be careful with this because you don't want to tear off that snowflake. But you can see there's just a little bit there that didn't seem to cut through very good. All right, you know what? I'm going to try my best just to pull it off. And if I rip out the flake, there, it's going to be fine because we're going to get those out of there. And let's get this little piece. So here's my frame now. Let me put this against my little magnetic plate. Grab this. I have a foam piece somewhere, but I'm just going to do this for now because this way I can catch those little pieces and throw them out. But see those little pieces down there? You just have to be careful, especially with the snowflakes. You don't want to ruin a snowflake. Snowflakes are precious. All right, this is the longest part of the video. And I think for Kylie and Bruno, it was too, going through with their adhesive sheets. All right, here we go. We got them almost. If I had taken out my little, found my mat, it would have gone a lot faster. But here we go. We got them all. Get those little tiny ones there. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and cut through it. I'm going to wait on this till I peel it off because I think that'll peel right off there. So I'm going to get the rest of this frame out of the way. All right. So you can kind of see the frame already. I'm going to cut right there. And this side's a little bit longer, so I'm going to be very careful. I have it at that 3 3/4 mark. I don't know if you can see that over here. I'm going to put that at that 3 3/4 mark. Put it in the middle there. Yep, it was perfect. All right. So now what we're going to do, let me get all those in the garbage. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to peel this carefully. You should see all of that just fall off in those 3 little sections because the adhesive sheets have 3 sections. Oops, I didn't get all of that here, so I'm going to come back. You got to be careful. There we go. And now here's this last piece. Let's kind of go around here so we don't rip any of those little snowflakes off. Again, we don't want to hurt any snowflakes. See, there's a little bit, because it's a little bit discolored, so you can tell when they're still backing. All right, I'm going to do this. Now on theirs, they did it off in the corner. I am going to actually do it right in the middle. I'm going to put my little greeting on the inside. Look how pretty. All right. You know what, this is where, from that embossing kit, use that little brush that's meant for powders. Oh my gosh. And you can just go ahead and get rid of any of the little flaps that might be showing up. All right, so let's go ahead and take that same one, and I'm going to do this sending wishes for a cool Christmas. So let's see, that's right here. I believe that's it. Yep, sending wishes for cool kisses. Let me grab it out of here. I want to make sure I have it lined up here. So I'm lining it up on one of those little bricks. All right. Oh, cloud just went over. And then down here, you could either do like little stars, you could do little hollies, but I think what I'm going to do, yes, going back to them, the iridescent rhinestones, because you know those are my favorite. Instead of pulling out the putty, I'm just going to use the pick end. And put some on there. Those are my favorites. All right, so the Snowman Magic is from the July to December mini catalog. Let me see if I can pull it up really fast. I want to say it's like page 18 or so. No, that was the flurry. Let's see, Snowman Magic. Let's look here. Snowman Magic, page 44. Oh, I was way off. There it is. Snowman Magic. Wonderful stamp and die set. Page 44 of the July to December catalog. Of course, the iridescent rhinestones are in your annual catalog. And kind of look a little bit of the same color theme. All right, so there you go. Not sure what order you're watching these in, but there's one of the ways to strip down on Saturday. Thanks a lot, guys, and have a great day.